Falcons versus GX, and yeah, GX starting off on the attack. We mentioned it before. They picked up the Gecko. Gecko very good on the attack themselves. So let's see if Giants are going to mount up to a big lead, which they've done in the past, or if Falcons are managing to hold on to that one, as we do see a brilliant opening coming out here from Sandra. Will be shut down though, so trades will be made, and I do believe that I have Pilsky back by my side.
I do. Might not be a good thing, not good news for you, Joy, but in a 3-on-3, plenty of numbers for both teams to try to close out this post-plan on B.
I'm just happy you're back, honestly. No, we do see Smurfette a little bit low on the HP, as Dizzy will make other people dizzy, as you do see a nice swing around here coming out from the Falcons. Smurfette, the only one left to tell the story, and will not be managing to do so. So Falcons, first pistol round of the game.
Yeah, nicely done. And I think that's going to be a bit of a nerve settler, because it's something that smart guy on the desk, he was quite handsome, he was talking about it.
Yeah.
He said they didn't really do too well on defense previously against G2. They went 0-10. So the thing is, if they can have a good defensive side, I've got a lot of faith in Falcons on attack. They went 9-3 against G2, so should be good news for them. GIANTX on this map though, they're 3-0, but the other day against Neon Blade, they were a little shaky. Jade was kind of running around, giving them a lot of problems, but so we'll see how they're feeling today on Icebox. They're doing a lot of running straight up mid though.
Yeah, that they are indeed, and I like how grouped up they are. But the Sage Wall will immediately deny any extra information or vision to be gathered here. Smurfette comes out swinging for Giants, picks up 2 with just the Ghost in hand.
Spike down, B.
Make it 3.
Very
Make
messy,
it 3.
Joy.
Oh, it's gonna be messy as the Marshall finds one as well here now. As we do see madv, another one with the Bulldog in hand, on the chase.
One enemy remaining.
Has Dizzy available, will catch her in the back, and that's 3. With only Miyori left standing, but that 1v1, I mean, who's your money on that's going to go over to?
I reckon this turret's going to throw hands in about 5 seconds. That's a nice top site plant. madv, if she wins this round, oh, hold on, Rafters peak from Miyori. That is a hell of a timing, Joy.
It is indeed. But they might just not be seeing each other. Our turrets getting placed. And now madv has found the wraparound. Oh my god, they're just playing ring around the rosies here. Starting to look for that defuse.
Oh, the spike's covering her head!
Oh,
what?
The
No
spike
way!
is madv gets the kill! No way! Spike MVP of this round for Falcons.
What is... I've never seen that before. I have never seen that before in my life. That is absolutely unreal.
I like how we both started like, at the same time.
Yeah, the X-ray. Look, that's not how you wanted to have to win an anti-eco if you're Falcons, so just to bring things back down to earth for a second. She's got Thrash online, that's the good news for madv, but the economy is looking very bad for Falcons. They're going to have to save around this Bulldog.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm sorry, I'm still recovering from last round. Yeah. Economy is a bit in shambles here. We do see that madv already showing up incredibly dominant though on this Gecko, and we have been talking about it. And it was you, right? You were the handsome guy on the desk with the nice shirt.
Hey, you
who
said
was
it, not me.
mentioning that Gecko is really good on attack.
I mean, it's madv when she plays Gecko, madv when she plays anything, to be honest, it seems good. I think she's probably my favorite player to watch in Game Changers, to be honest, for the last little bit. Especially watching the Falcons run from Tendies all the way. I believe we casted that actually in Contenders all the way back to 3rd place at the end of last year, and then you know, doing good stuff here, maybe making a grand final. So far looking good to do so. GIANTX has got a little something to say about that though. B execute, there's the dart, there's the plant. Nano's already been thrown on the spike. It's going to be difficult for Falcons to get back into this one, Joy.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see that they have done a significant amount of saving when it comes to the guns. So, yeah, this will be a tough one for them to retake. For sure, as we do see Joliinaa immediately finding Toki. Miyori on the second one. And Looks like they are looking for more damage here. Lush will not find the upper hand here though. So that will be a flawless round coming out of GIANTX.
Yeah, nicely done. It's exactly what you wanted to be seeing from them. Did a lot of economic damage despite not being able to close out round 2. So seeing them get a flawless here, anti-eco is very, very nice. Didn't take any economic damage at all. And now we head into the first gun round, round number 4. Thrash online for madv early on here. Getting close to a Killjoy ultimate as well. GIANTX with a fair bit of cash sitting in the back pocket. Might get reset here. There's the Dizzy in combination with Toki jumping on pipes, but no one is shooting the most default standard dart for her, so she's going to be denied an opportunity at an opening pick.
Yeah, forced off that angle by the recon bolt.
Take flight.
Drone will now also be committed. Get shut down. And so now it's up to just some, you know, good old-fashioned looking around. And see what can we pick up off the back of this. It's madv. Force off that angle. Wall immediately comes up, gets destroyed though. Plant will be going through.
Spike planted.
Try to find any sort of damage here through the walls.
Here.
Should be the
Will not
Thrash
be
to
happening.
kick off the retake here with the drone from the Sova. See how it goes for them here, Joy.
Yeah, we will indeed. Nobody tagged up though, but there's Thrash coming out. Yeah, she will manage to catch somebody here. But the Viper smokes are making it incredibly hard to even enter this site, and it will be Lush though who finds the first kill here. madv though swings out again, picks up 2 alongside Sandra. Defuse will come through, and that is a flawless round coming out of Falcons with a really nice retake.
Yeah, beautiful retake. I mean, you know, it's the power of playing something like a double initiator. It used to be a thing a lot more when, you know, comps with Sky and Sova were popular. You used to see it on Bind where you like double drone on the retake almost. And in that case, it's the drone out Rafter in combination with the Thrash on Maze side. Pushes the post plant back, all the way back from Maze 410. They're able to flood into the site really confidently there, Falcons. Like I mentioned though, GIANTX, plenty of cash for them in the back pocket. They're going to buy up again into this next round. But Falcons, that's a very clean round for them to actually establish control of their economy early on. Toki having a real tough time with that dart there. Happens to the best of us. There's the turret getting cleared in mid by Smurfette. Falcons, very passive setup from them.
Yeah, so far still, you know, pumping the brakes a bit, hanging back, just to try and see what GIANTX wants to do this round. They know that the Smurfette probably is very close to the Blade Storm, so is Miyori with the lockdown. That is something to, of course, look out for.
Yeah, drone through B long. There's going to be the orb given to Sarah, actually, instead of Miyori. So not prioritizing the lockdown. There's the dart. Should be the wall to plant. They could try to get rid of the nanos. Oh, there's a 1-for-1 in middle there, Joy, before the post plant.
Yeah. Plant will go through as Sarah manages to find one more here. Now, Falcons trying to find a retake here. Having a man up here, but not for very long. Excuse me, Toki will be shut down here by Smurfette. Smurfette still last person standing, will be shut down as well. And Falcons, Vega on the defense are looking pretty strong.
Oh, 100%. Really nice stuff from Sandra as well. They're playing around that wall plan exactly how you want to see. They had the default orb on the default plant spot. They have the nano either thrown into the wall or improved on the fly behind the crate, because I did see the shock there from Ness to try to clear the site, make sure that the nanos wouldn't be killing the planter. But the orb in combination with the nano and the wall segments getting broken reactively there from Falcons takes Sarah out of the equation before GIANTX can get comfortable. Either way though, res is up, pit's almost up, lockdown's up, and knives for Smurfette. This is a dangerous looking round for Falcons here.
Yeah. This is indeed a dangerous looking round, as Smurfette immediately looks to try and take up some space, pops that Blade Storm. Can't really find anything, but oh, lockdown in return coming out from Falcons Vega to try and push them off of that B side.
GIANTX just going to wait this out. Maybe reply with their own lockdown deep on B long here. There it is.
Yeah. You called it. You called it indeed. This is like the second time on this map that you're calling something and it instantly happens. So, Toki with the operator. Forced to reposition here. Shot doesn't quite attack. Oh! Eva though finds a very nice kill here. Toki will drop that operator though. Smurfette will find another kill with the Blade Storm. Resurrection will come through. And all of a sudden it's 5 people standing once again for GIANTX's Lush. Swings out to take out Miyori. Another one will go her way. It will be 3 before she will get shut down. And that will be everybody on the side of Falcons Vega going down. GIANTX, off the back of a lot of ultimates committed, will be putting another round in for themselves.
That was a really fun round of Valorant, honestly. Both KJ ults getting exchanged, and then you see something you don't see too often. It used to be way more popular, especially when Sage was meta on this map and people got sick of doing the default post plant, which is the wall across backside and fighting for Snowman. I really like that they committed the Sage across there and then were able to trade that player down and res them. Really nice heads-up call on the fly there for GIANTX after that awkward situation exchanging to KJ ults. Toki given access to the knives here. I'm really surprised to not see... Oh, hold on. Hold that thought for a sec. She's actually getting aggressive. Gets that opening pick. And for now, things will settle a little.
Yeah. Pumping the brakes once again. They take out Smurfette. Really nice early pick. If you are Falcons Vega.
I'm really surprised to not see more shock mollies like on that A orb when there's things like a jet one-off knives. It's like the most obvious round to do it and gets you, free kills, a lot of damage. Sandra's found a pick in the mid-round here.
Yeah, no more shock mollies for you. Ness, though, good for one for herself, but she catches Sandra in the rotation. Lush will be going down to Ness as well, actually. And there's the Viper's Pit immediately coming out in response from Joliinaa. We now also have the Hunter's Fury up and available. Slow Orb will connect as madv trying to make her way onto the side here. 2 off of having Thrash available. So we do still have the Blade Storm in hand for Toki.
She's going to have to dash on top of yellow or something. That's a huge pick from Eva. How did she find the Viper inside of the ult? Sarah now fighting in the open and Ness and Sarah combined to kill the entire team of Falcons. Beautiful round there for GIANTX. Great recovery. I think they were down like 5-on-3 there.
Yeah, Falcons Vega calling in the timeout here.
What to do now? I mean, that's rough for Falcons. They're up 4-1. GIANTX has done a really good job replying to that. Not only the nice heads-up call after the KJ ults exchange in round number 6, but then in round number 7, recovering a 2-player disadvantage. Massive round from Ness, walking out yellow and just dishing out damage in the early to mid-round. Oh, sorry, mid to late round, rather. So Falcons Vega now back to the drawing board. Cash has started to run out. They're one off the Thrash. They got the Viper ult up, and they're all one off the Hunter's Fury as well. So a lot of big impact ults. Quite close here. Could be a bit of a difference maker if they're able to farm an orb here or there, or they're able to get kills in the early to mid round and try to find a way to use that ult nicely on the fly. Again, this is where I really want to see GIANTX, especially post timeout. You're looking at a Sova and a Gecko one off their ults. I really want to see like the Snake Bite and Shock Dart into A main onto the orb, just to kind of dissuade the defensive side team from farming an ult. It doesn't even really look like Falcons are going for that orb anyway, interestingly enough.
No, it looks like they're not very interested in it. And oh. Toki dropping down there. Oh, Miyori actually is the one who picks up the first blood. We do see the pit already used and put down around that A.
KJ going down early is problematic for holding mid now. Pit's committed on A. That's honestly where I'd be heading, to be honest, if I was GIANTX in this situation. But they're considering contesting the pit. Nah, back to mid. I mean, KJ's dead. No turret or alarm bot in middle. It's free. Free real estate, bro.
Yeah, and it looks like they will be taking that Right, wall's just gone up. Drone gets used just to see if there's anybody in that Viper's pit. In the meantime, it's madv to go down. Looks like through the backside of A, GIANTX want to try and make their move as a shutdown. Eva plant will be going down. Lush still in this Viper pit. Will start to fade away soon. It's just Toki trying to find a little bit of information here. Force the dash out. Lush still stuck here between a rock and a hard place. Trying to put a dent here. Immediately swings onto Miyori and shuts her down. Nicely done, but with the back left open, Joliinaa will shut her down. And I think the call here is to try and save.
Yeah. That's again, like the third really nice call from GIANTX in a row. You got to give credit where credit's due. Their calling on this attacking side has been pretty phenomenal so far.
Yeah. Toki's just going to run in, dive to the spike.
I was actually planted onto rafters. You don't see that too often.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense though with the Viper ult in main. Alrighty. Thrash online. Hunter's Fury online. Pit got used in the last round without really too much impact, unfortunately. Hunter's Fury there for Ness online as well. Sarah one off another res. She must have been farming these plants and orbs, something crazy, because it was only round number 6, I think she used her last res. She's already one off again.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And she has been doing all the planting for Giants these last rounds. So very close to the rest once again. They used it very well last time. Yeah, I was gonna say Miyori going to run into some company, will be taken down here.
Yeah. 2 balks are very common, so to see her sprinting up mid like that was interesting. And punished for it. Sarah's going to get the res. Are Falcons going to be aware of this? Are they going to react to this? Because they know the orb's been lost. I'm looking at madv trending towards mid with this thrash. They're all moving towards mid. They really want to play around this res. I want to see Falcons react to this. They could definitely fight this body.
Wall's coming down. Miyori
Oh,
getting
Hunter's Fury, beautiful.
Hunter's Furies get traded out. But what will they find is the question, not much. A little bit of damage back and forth here onto Miyori once again. Lush actually fallen pretty low too in the exchange. Joliinaa up top here.
Toxins going up.
Toxic screen activated.
There they are. Shot down.
30 seconds left.
Lovely, off the back of that recon bolt. Picks up Smurfette though. Lush will fall. Now, Toki isolated Sarah completely, will pick her up as well. Now we do see the rush from Joliinaa coming out here. madv though already taking Miyori down, will take care of Joliinaa as well. Ness, the last one standing. We have seen it so many times before. She will not be getting anything done right now as it is Falcons Vega back in the lead.
That was another really nice round. You know, Miyori getting picked by the 2 walk, the Hunter's Fury to try to kill the res that got picked up by the A orb, and then the opposing Sova trying to ult the other Sova who's ulting. And after all said and done, I think Falcons, what really wins them that round is the really nice rotation timing towards the B site. madv obviously good for another 3k, who's really that surprised. They flood in towards that B site with the confidence and with the thrash. And they're able to catch GIANTX before they can get themselves in a comfortable post plant. Another little small mistake I feel like there is Sarah's bottom site and getting walled off by the attacking Viper wall. Really would have liked to see GIANTX like in that situation there. Things are kind of awkward anyway. You're playing from a player disadvantage. Really would have just liked to see them drop the wall and just try to fight their way out of a bad situation, to be honest, especially given that Sarah's already fighting bottom site as well. Not really much else to be done there. Regardless, though, GIANTX, timeout for them. Had some really nice calls all in a row on the attacking side there, and that's actually a great round from Falcons to respond. This has been a great game of Icebox so far.
Yeah, absolutely. They are giving us some very entertaining Valorant to watch, and I think just wanted to point that out as well, but you already did, but still gonna say it just because I can. So Falcons done a really nice read here on what Giants has been doing for the last few rounds, just to try and find a response here. Alarm turret being taken out early on here by Eva. So now
Yeah.
we're backing up again.
Another 2 walk from Falcons. GX respond in their 1-4 by... I was thinking about droning actually to kick off this A hit, but instead it's just a contact walk all the way up. They deal with the turret. It's a full retake setup here for Falcons.
Yeah. It is Smurfette that will be found out first though. Sarah once again going for that plant. Now Falcons Vega looking for a bit of a retake. Joliinaa though is actually going to run into Lush. Lush really prepared for that one and will take her out as well. As now we do see GIANTX losing members left, right and center, but so is Falcons.
Last player standing.
As it will be GIANTX finding the upper hand here. Sandra though still good for another one, but now in the 1v2. How much can she really do? Comes up but will not be well, comes up and will be going down right away. That's my yeah
Falcons
ties up.
look rough kind of situation on that retake this time around. Previously their A retake was so strong with the combo of the drone and the thrash. I feel like this time it was much more difficult for them to get back into it, and I think GIANTX previously where they were pushed out of maze by the thrash off of 410, they were able to actually play close. You see Miyori really contesting as Falcons try to scale into the site, which is not something they were able to do previously against the Gecko ult, and you get a completely different result this time around.
Exactly. Now we have a lockdown in play as well for Miyori. Going to be important to keep our eyes on in this post plant position.
Another plant
Another
for Sarah.
orb.
We're farming reses all day. A lot of agriculture going on right now. Lockdown going to be held for the post plant here, Joy. That's going to make things tricky, but look at this big flank from Falcons.
Yeah, that it is indeed. They might actually just catch Miyori completely off guard. That would mean lockdown gone, but we will see as they're about to make contact here. Oh, that will be Miyori actually taking the upper hand. madv in response, so no lockdown available for the post plant. Another kill going the way of Falcons, but in the meantime, the Giants are swinging out nicely here, and they will deal with Falcons as they pick up another win.
Yeah, Falcons retakes
before
starting to look a little bit less enticing in these last couple of rounds of GIANTX, very much recognizing that A is free real estate. They're just walking all the way up maze. It's the same KJ setup every time. A lot of space being given to GX. They're either walling deep screens or walling the site and just getting that plant down, and then they're understanding they don't actually want to play off site. They want to fight for the site. They want to contest the duels with Falcons as they try to scale into the site, and it's working an absolute charm right now. Last round of the half, round number 12.
Yeah. Blade Storm available here, so do see Toki trying to put some opening damage here. Not going to get much done. She's forced off of that angle.
Initiated.
Lockdown in hand.
But yeah, Lockdown's gonna flush them out of the site. They wanted to try to play to fight this time around, but they're gonna get pushed out by the Lockdown.
Here.
Yeah, Falcons biding their time for now.
Spike planted.
Poison's gone.
Ooh, Smurfette though through the smoke does manage to catch out Lush. There. Forced to drop down though. Sandra good for one. Now we do see the lockdown coming down here as well on the side of Falcons, but will it be enough? No, it will not. GIANTX mounting up a nice lead here now as we're swapping sides.
Yeah, they really did read into the fact that A was quite free for the taking. They did a good job actually conditioning Falcons a lot of the time to worry about mid, worry about B in those opening rounds of the half. Like the first few rounds of the half were straight up mid, straight up the guts. Then they started to work the B long control into the B executes a couple of times. And then towards the latter end of the half, a lot of A endings when there was given a lot of space to them. So really, really nice conditioning in the early of the half to finish with a lot of successful A hits. And look at that big streak of rounds right at the end of the half on attack for GIANTX. Looking like Falcons, similar to the game against G2, this defensive side of Icebox, a bit of a liability. However, their attack was really strong, so let's see if that's going to happen again today.
Scanning ahead.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. Oh, bit of damage traded back and forth here, forcing us off of that angle, as it will be Smurfette though, picks up first blood.
No Viper wall. There is the first of many Gecko plans. As GIANTX biding their time, playing the post plant quite patiently. Sandra is still on the lurk here.
Yeah, might be arriving a little bit late to the party, but it's madv picking up one kill here already for themselves. Nesto comes out swinging, picks up 2, and that is going to be pivotal for them, as Sandra just not really any time to arrive.
Yeah, really nice stuff from GIANTX. I mean, I feel like I've cast a curse that I thought they were going to play the 5-on-4, slowly work the map and make their way back into that retake, and that would have given Sandra a lot of time to have some impact on that lurk, but they just flood straight in. Immediate Sage Wall on the spike. You know, it's one of the strongest things about this meta comp is the fact that you can come in for those retakes and actually contest the post plant. It's something that people do with the Harbor Cove as well, trying to come in on that retake and just get a defuse on the spike while they flood around it. Worked beautifully for GIANTX in that pistol round.
Here. Yeah, it looks like A is once again going to be the call here for Falcons. That is a very nice kill to start off with, though. No wingman available for the plant, as we see madv going down, and she had the spike in hand. We'll pick up another one here, Smurfette.
Gun here.
And everyone else sitting on just pistols is very rough here. Lush, though, manages to pick up one.
Yeah, hold the phone.
Only a bit of a dent.
What's up, kitchen? Oh, Joliinaa in the middle of the map, though, is able to actually pick the rotation. Oh, that's a hell of a shot onto Luge. Yeah. There was a chance. There was a timing there, Joy. But unless Eva can complete a 1-on-3 with a Sheriff, although she's got space to get this spike down. Recon bolts up, couple of shock darts. 2 of these players only have light armor.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But she will not be getting that chance, and GIANTX, another one for them.
Not a very good salesman, Joy.
Who, me?
No, me. I was trying to sell that story.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, no,
Joliina's
you're right.
just
I didn't buy into it for a second.
No. Not very good
Although,
at my job.
like, we have seen a lot of great plays coming out from Eva. Like, definitely the previous map, right? Like,
Yeah.
playing
just in
extremely
general,
confident on
that
this
series
side.
against Valiant was monstrous. Like, and her stats in general
yeah.
this tournament have been super, super good. So yeah, totally agree. Outlaws out for Smurfette. There's a couple of players with light armor here, actually. Toki, madv, Luge, Sarah. I mean, dear God, she's got a problem. Cannot get enough of these orbs. Someone needs to stop her. Oh, hell of an entry from Toki. No KJ util anymore.
No. And now madv very close to getting Thresh online as well. Just 2 off.
Yeah.
But they know that they've been spotted here on A, so they're going to just, you know, ever so slightly start backing it up. Sarah, though, coming down to the tube. madv will pick up 2. You see wingman.
1 enemy remaining.
Coming out to try to... Oh. Smurfette, though. Ooh. God, oh God, this is all of a sudden a very interesting round again, but it's just Smurfette left to tell the story. She is not about to back off, as we do see wingman this time coming out, trying to plant the spike. Smurfette just desperately trying to find an angle here to pick up another kill.
They'd love to close this round out without having to use the Thrash, and they've got KJ Mollies on the bomb.
I think that will also not be necessary, as Sandra will find Smurfette. And as Falcons once again coming back a little bit here. Closer to the lockdown. We've got the Thresh online for them.
Yeah.
Can afford a decent buy.
Smurfette's having a hell of a game right now. Can't say I'm too surprised though. statistically has been the strongest player in the competition in terms of fragging impact. I think for the majority of the competition, like she was a whole like 10% ahead of everyone else in KPR, kills per round. So getting 10% more kills than the rest of the competition is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
To have someone like that on your team, absolutely doming. The first kills per round as well were pretty crazy. Here is Falcons droning up into A, pushing Smurfette off this line. They love to play this high-low between Smurfette and Sarah. Saw it a lot against G2 actually. Sorry, what? I think it was... No. I can't remember what game. No, it was a Neon Blade, I think GX was doing that. So I don't think they played G2 yet, and except I can't even remember. It really doesn't matter.
No, they have.
Focus
They have
on the
played
round.
G2.
Yeah, the games all meld together at this point, Joy.
After a bracket run like this, it starts to meld together. We are definitely in one hell of a lower bracket final right now.
Oh yeah!
Yes.
Monster on the loose!
Thrash
Thrash
is
will
out.
be... Yeah. It is ness though.
That
Got a pretty
timing.
nice wrap around. But
30 seconds left.
yeah, exactly. Timing is everything here. Wingman will look for that spike. The drop down though will allow that
Scanning
Here. One enemy
few
remaining.
kills here of her own, as we do see everybody on the side of Falcons falling. Just Sandra left to tell the story, as they are starting to run out
10
of
seconds left.
time. And I don't think there's much else to be found here, Pilski. They will be running out of time, and that will be GIANTX taking it to double digits.
Yeah, just perfect
in
timing
this
from
series.
Ness that round. Like, heard all of the footsteps. Not only does she get the flank in, but also there's like a massive rotation from GIANTX, who already have 3 or 4 on the site. They just flat out rafter as soon as Falcons try to get that plant down. And not much to be done there for Falcons, who now have to take a timeout. That was the round they would have really loved to secure. They had a great streak around. So they went 9-3. I keep saying it, but they went 9-3 on attack against G2 Gozen, who is kind of blitzing this tournament again after some superstar pickups. So their attack looked really damn strong the other day, but going into a gun round like that when you have Thrash on light and not being able to actually close it, getting out-read by GX on the timing there with a really nice mid-push from Ness. Smurfette's firing on all cylinders. We might be going the distance to 5 here.
Yeah, and it must be feeling a little bit sour here for Falcons, considering this is their map pick, and as you said, they've had a strong showing on this before. But yeah. What would they need to do here to like swap it up a bit and get some rounds on the board for themselves? And I mean, possibly, because if they do manage to turn this around and close out this, close out this map, they would be winning the lower
for
bracket.
Falcons, we haven't really seen too much like in this game of this attacking side. It feels like GX has just got a really good read on the rotations so far. They really need to start to deal with Smurfette. Smurfette's getting a lot of value and being a real big problem for them right now, disrupting them as they try to make their way around the map. And that's really on the initiators to make sure their util's on point, that they're timing their double peaks, their circle jumps. It's all about the protocols. That's exactly what you're seeing here. The Dizzy across. They need to be aware that she plays this top 410 angle all the time. This drone's going to push her off, which may actually allow exactly this. Sarah on the low ground should have got that kill every day of the week. What a shot from Toki.
And Joliinaa just creeping around a little bit here, but I mean, finds herself in this position where she would be immediately facing off though against a Killjoy and a Viper. Playing off of each other here on that B side. Slowly the backup coming in though from Falcons Vega, as it looks like B is going to be where they will want to do this plant.
Yep, just grouping up in the 5-on-4. Crossfire between Joliinaa and Miyori.
Get out of my way.
Got 2 players all the way down middle. Get dangerous, Joy.
Could get dangerous, as we do see the Blaze-Storm being popped immediately, takes a kill here onto
30
Joliinaa.
seconds left.
Wingman wanting to go for that plant, does connected. Now we do see Eva as well swinging out, taking a kill that now Smurfette dealt with. This should be a pretty comfortable round here for Falcons to try and play out, but Miyori, so on point, will take out Lush. Everybody on the side of Falcons is falling very low. But it will be the Falcons coming out on top this time.
Yeah, great opening pick onto Sarah. And then just closing out the 5-on-4 with a nice little B site after plant there. Never really got to that situation. Beautiful little reuse of the Dizzy. I mean, it's one of the greatest things about Gecko right now. People have been saying since the guiding lights got nerfed, obviously, you can't reuse the Skybird. So they like to use Dizzy to clear map control like you already saw over on the A side. Then you just pick him up, you recycle him. That time to clear out yellow in combination with the jet dash. Just beautiful use of this comp here for Falcons. Drone plus Dizzy. Trying to push GX off of these opening lines and allow them to start to flood out rafters here.
Yeah, you see the Blade Storm is already in play as well here. Ness already down is a fantastic opening pick, as Ness has been able to just make so many clutch plays throughout, but now Smurfette coming around the corner takes out madv. No wingman available to try and secure that plant for them. Miyori.
Recalling my bot.
Miyori could have a very interesting angle here.
Yeah, she's played here with a shotgun a couple of times. I think anyone that's watched GX's games has got to be aware that loves to make this little push here. And, oh, they're not ready for it at all, Joy. This is getting very spicy.
This is getting very spicy as we see Killjoy taking out a Killjoy here.
One enemy remaining.
Joliinaa, though, will look to find two, as she will.
Enemy remaining.
She goes up top, but will be shut down here by Sandra. Spike gets retrieved by her as well. And now it's just Sandra who will be able to, well, who will not be able to tell the story as Thrifty comes through here for GIANTX.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
They could not afford to lose that Thrifty. Falcons, I mean, they were trying to put together some kind of comeback, but running into the Bucky here, and beautiful 2K on the Sheriff there by Joliinaa, and and when I say they cannot afford it, I'm not just talking about this game, I'm talking about their money. They're back down onto a half by potentially conceding map point here to GIANTX, who have 3 big ults online. They're one off the next KJ ult. So Falcons back to the drawing board with lesser guns this time.
Yeah. Lockdown available to them though, so Sandra has been very strong with the Guardian as well. Alright, Lush
Just another
casually
opening
walking
duel
into
for
Smurfette. Yeah. Not a great way to start, as we do see the Viper Pit immediately being put down as well here. Onto that A side, madv though finds another nice pick for herself. So far still good as madv gonna run into Joliinaa as well, picks up that rifle here in return. 2 rifles in play as Sandra. Ooh. Sees the Resurrect coming through, tries to put out some damage. Will not be coming out on top of that trade though. As now we do see that they want to try and just play with the time here. Lockdown coming out. As well as the Hunter's Fury just to try and trade that one out. Actually, as Eva manages to find 2 kills here. This could be so pivotal, but the defuse will come through. GIANTX, they will be putting this on a match point. But man, that must be such a tough match to lose here. So very close for Falcons.
So ice cold from Toki, just sticking the plant right in front of the Viper roll. madv punishing Joliinaa for swinging through that. That round was a bloody roller coaster, but after all said and done, you get the expected result. GIANTX, they close out the anti-eco. It took a lot out of them though, Jesus. A lot of ults invested, the Pit, the Hunter's Fury, the Lockdown, I believe, all invested in that round. So the ult economy being bled dry by the half by here of Falcons, but they've still got to close 5 in a row to go to OT.
Yeah, but with the kill, with the opening kill here on Smurfette, they might just be able to do that. madv. Now we do see the Killjoy Lockdown coming out here on the side of the Falcons. Toki will manage to find another kill here. Ness will shut her down. Now we just see everybody being forced off the Viper Pit, getting committed to this as well, as we do see once again up on the Raptors. They are going to find a plant here for the spike.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult retake to say the least. Thrash is up, Pit's established on the site. How do you approach this as GX?
I don't think they are sure, to be honest. Dropping down into this pit is just, you know, dropping down into just the unknown, but we do
One
see
enemy remaining.
that GIANTX managed to pick up a lot of kills here for themselves. Now the pit has fallen, it is just Joliinaa left standing here.
Last player
madv up on
standing.
top, should be able to lock her down. They're still playing around it, and she will. Falcons not conceding this game just yet.
Yeah, Pit invested in that round in combination with the lockdown, so 2 pretty big ults to get the first of 5 for Falcons. Pressure does that put on GIANTX's economy?
Player standing.
Quite interested to see if they're going to be able to put together a buy here. Because that took a lot out of Falcons, both in terms of the finances and the ult economy. But lucky for them, they'll have a chance to kind of recover themselves. GIANTX quite broke here. They also nowhere near any of these big impact ults either. Have to start building those up, min-maxing the orbs.
Yeah, and Thresh is still in play here as well for madv. So that is something that you want to keep your eyes on. Lush madv, they find the first opening kills. It's just an absolute bloodbath here on the side of Falcons. Ness left standing here, but will not be looking for any further trades by the looks of it. She will just be backing off, carry this gun over to the next round.
Sandra got that aim. Hey, Norm, in the meanwhile. I'm really surprised GIANTX didn't pick that up, to be honest.
Lush is looking for Ness, I think.
Yep.
No.
Just on the lurk through kitchen. Sounds like me at this time of the morning. You know, it's about 3, 4, 5 a.m. when I'm doing this broadcast, so I'm always lurking in the kitchen looking for a snacky.
Yeah, I mean, can't be blamed. Absolute trooper. There she's above him. It was just literally on top of Ness, and yeah, Sandra sees that, shuts her down. That's an Andalusia flawless. Lovely stuff.
One enemy remaining.
Keeping their economy together, giving themselves enough cash to be able to potentially close out this game, or at least push through the OT, Joy. 3 more needed. Timeout for GIANTX. Have a bit of a chat about how things are going. I think in the form that Smurfette is in, the answer to many of their issues is Smurfette. Go kill. Send, whatever you think Falcons is going to be doing here. Get Smurfette to contest. Get Smurfette walking down tube, cutting the map in half, going for an info push, B long, getting on those close angles, or even just continuing to contest A. And then you think about how you want to set up the rest of the team around that. Done a good job mixing up the KJ on different parts of the map, and obviously the Viper to contest a lot of these plants. I don't think we've really seen many successful wingman plants so far. They've done a good job of having nanos in the right position, and shocking the default kind of plant spots or wherever it is.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Falcons have been looking to respond that, just also like going to the upstairs to try and find the plants there instead.
Yeah.
And now Falcons just kind of like playing off on the backside here.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, Thrash is up for madv. It's going to be actually B main start for them. Dizzy in combination with the dart to clear out these close angles. You've got the nano there, backside of yellow. The purpose of that is to catch the jet actually dashing into that position and flush her out to be able to isolate that fight. So see if they get the opportunity to do that. Other nanos on that default plant spot, usually being shocked by Eva before they actually kick off that. There's the drone.
Yeah. Drone will not get a lot. Nano storm will be popped already. Dizzy used for a second time here. Blind will connect. The madv will pick up the first blood here, but it's good for a second one actually, as she runs straight into Miyori, but doesn't really seem to mind that here. Plant will go through for them. This time it's just madv herself that will be planting that.
GIANTX already behind right from the get-go. Got to complete a 3-on-5 here, Joy.
Yeah, they're gonna try to do that. Mush is up as well. Should be slowing them now significantly, but Smurfette is still standing, and she will take out madv here. Now, all down to Smurfette to try and clutch this round out here. She will find another one, but Sandra on top will be making sure that none of that is happening alongside Toki. That is Falcons going to double digits here as well. And all of a sudden, this is a very close match, Pilski.
Oh, this is just beautiful from madv and from Falcons. I mean, she's the RGL of this squad as far as I understand it, and that's exactly the perfect variation on a B hit. I was talking about GX's variation of the B hit with the Sage, walling backside and fighting Snowman. That's how you do it with the Gecko. Right click that Dizzy Flash straight through, fight over on Snowman's side and use the Wingman as a bit of a bait and then wrap back and continue to post plant from there. Absolutely beautiful from Falcons. madv's playing out of her damn mind yet again on the Gecko. Same thing as against G2.
Yeah, and she really gave them a run for their money as Lush will be taking 2 down before she falls herself. Sandra, though, not getting a second chance to find a kill. Sandra is just there and ready. Miyori will fall. This is all of a sudden looking like this is Falcons' playground with another flawless round coming out from them.
Yeah, and like I was saying, I mean, this is a bit more like it. Their attack side was so good against G2 here, so I'm really not surprised to see them grind this game all the way back without doing anything gimmicky, without doing anything crazy, just really good fundamental calls. And in fact, to be honest, I feel like you've seen big streaks of rounds from both of these teams. You've seen great rounds from both of these teams. It's been a pretty great game of Icebox, but here we are, round 24. Thrash is up. Got the Blade Storm on Toki. No big ults on offer for GX here. One offer the res for Sarah. And this time, some A main control coming out here for Falcons, as well as a bit of a mid walk. Are they going to wrap mid to A? It's going to be Thrash pressuring into the A side to pull the rotation and a big shove into middle here.
Takes ness. Oh! Toki will be downed though, so will Eva. Oh no. All of a sudden, it's looking like GIANTX got a pretty good read on what they want to do here. Miyori will fall though. Sandra and madv still playing off of each other so well, as we do see Sarah, who is about to run into these two. Almost has that Raz available, just needs 1 kill to get that online. Taking her time though.
Last player standing.
As from the top side, it's just down to Smurfette, who swapped to the Vandal here. But will not be going anywhere, as we do see Falcons tying it up. They're hungry. They want to tie out this map. They want to break the series and go over to that grand final to go up against G2.
So huge from madv. I mean, she's calling a fantastic game right now, playing out of her damn mind. Huge shot at the end there to close out that last round. And what a big comeback. 5 rounds in a row for Falcons. Got to give credit where credit's due. That last call, I was talking about the conditioning of GIANTX on their attacking side. I mean, Falcons really didn't use mid very much at all. It was a lot of A hits, B hits, you know, B control into pivot back to A. That round, the Thrash to kick off the A hit, put pressure on that A side and force them back into spawn or to back into the mid push, which was coming straight out from Falcons. Toki had the Blade Storm, push straight in over the top. The double run through the Viper Orb is just not something they did at all during regulation and completely caught GX off guard. So beautiful stuff there. Both teams doing some really nice adjustments, really nice conditioning on their attacking side. As we head into OT here, Falcons Vega taking a timeout just to try to get their head straight. For all that are not aware, you do get an extra timeout heading into OT in most formats of Valorant, most tournaments. I assume it's no different here in Game Changers, and it's a great chance for Falcons to take a little bit of a breath and get themselves aligned, get their heads straight, because this is a great opportunity. The momentum is all with them to close out this grand final 3-1 despite a fantastic game from GX.
Yeah, and it has been a fantastic game from both teams so far. That's why we are here at this 12-12 tie, right, Pilski? So, yeah, so far it looks like GX are just going to try and swing out together here. Gather any information. Yeah, absolutely right. Right, Sandra will be running into the waiting arms of Miyori here. Lush holding down this corner here alongside madv. Miyori will hear her. Swings out a bit early.
See ya.
Nice way for madv to force Sarah off that angle here with Mosh And now all of a sudden, Falcons looking in the driver's seat, wanting to close this out. The defuse, though, it's just ness left. Will not be happening. The defuse comes through, the thrash is there. That is going to be 13 rounds in for Falcons Vega.
And madv just detaining herself at the end of the game because there's only one bloody person who can stop madv right now, and that's madv.
Yeah.
Unreal game from her here on Icebox. It's the same thing against G2 and another 3K in overtime. Insane performance, insane calls on the attacking side. And she's been an absolute standout in the game changer scene for a while now. Grinding her way back up through contenders. And assembling such a great team around her. Falcons a chance to now close this series, Joy.
Yeah, and I would say that they would be very eager to do that and get their revenge going up against G2 in this grand finals. And what a story it has been also being a part of that as we casted them when they came back here through contenders.
Absolutely. Falcons with this B long control into the 1-4. Drone through mid comes out for ness, trying to look for the rotations. Is the drone being considered for Eva? Going to shock that alarm bot. Try to create space. Looks like it's going to be another pounce on the snowman player. Miyori caught completely pants down. 2 for 1 in favor of Falcons, Joy.
It is absolutely, as we do find Ness, who finds Toki actually through the smoke. Fantastic stuff coming out from her. Desperately trying to hang on to this game is GIANTX. Don't want to lose out on this one just yet. Drone will tack them up. It is Nas picking up another kill here from the side. Now it's just Lush and Eva. They've been coming up clutch for their team. Spraying at the wall here. Trying to swing out together. Lush finds 2. Ness finds a 3rd for herself though, as it's now Eva against Ness. And who swings out first? It will be Eva, and Ness will take that. Find that defuse. Will it be in time? Woo!
Really?
She will tie it up once again. What is going on?
That round was so close. Massive 4K from Ness. Unreal hero performance to keep GIANTX in the game, especially after how that round started. That just says a lot about what kind of player Ness is. You know, in a situation like that, wrapping through from yellow, the round's going absolutely to hell around her, and she still finds the correct play to be able to complete that retake, complete that clutch with a 4K. Massive play to keep GIANTX in this series right now, and they're going to take a timeout on the back of that, and they need to calm themselves down. Falcons V almost closing that out there, though.
Ooh, yeah. It must be stress all round for all of these girls. So this timeout is probably also beneficial for Falcons Vega, just so they can wrap their heads around. Because man, it's just a neck-on-neck race here.
Yeah, I think these are the kind of timeouts where the best leaders, the best coaches really step up, because it's a twofold thing, right? You need to be keeping everyone aligned. You need to be managing people's expectations. You need to be addressing the tactical side of the game, both on the macro and micro side if you see a good call or you're not doing something correctly because the pressure's getting to you. But you also really need to be managing people's emotions a lot. And, you know, it's a big task to be kind of stepping up to. You know, whether you're talking about the leadership of the RGL or the coach or, you know, the spiritual leaders of some of these teams in terms of energy. Once again, quick mid to B for GIANTX. They just pedal to the metal every attack round.
Yeah. One down. They're all looking to find first blood, which they will here. Slow wrap around here from Lush as the toxic screen goes up. Plant will be going through.
Planted.
Here is now, we are waiting for a little bit of backup on the side of Falcons Vega.
Yeah.
With the Killjoy util no longer in play, this is going to be a pretty tough one.
For sure. Player disadvantage. They've cleared out all of the site with the drone. Orbs up. There's the dart on through. Going to try to wrap over onto yellow side here, Joy.
Yeah, that they are indeed, but every angle pretty much being held down, so really hard to try and find an opening here if you are playing for Falcons Vega. We do see that they want to push forward the defuse. will be
Last
stick to
player
half.
standing.
As we do see so many kills coming out, though, it's Lush looking to find the other one, but it will not be going through as GIANTX will take a lead here.
Ness, this is unreal. Another 4K from Ness
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
an overtime round to keep GIANTX in the game. Another post plant. That's crazy.
Last player standing.
Had her in the interview earlier. Pretty sure she's playing from a kitchen table right now in
Yeah.
Smurfette's house. I'm about to go buy a kitchen table because I'm pretty sure it's better than this, you know, height adjustable desk I spent so much money on. I'm wasting my bloody money.
Yeah, get yourself a good kitchen table and then see how good you get at Valorant. It's magic, some would say. But right now, Falcons Vega, they could use some magic because they want to try and close out this map and make their victory run here.
Going on through. Falcons looking to fight forward, looking to route bottom side of the site. The drone tag. Sandra fighting with it, gets the opening killjoy.
She does indeed. I thought you were still calling the killjoy, but I am just the normal joy.
Planted.
And this plant will go down here for Falcons onto that B side. Everybody from Giants just starting to wrap around. 2 off of the rest. This might be very important here. But Sandra holding down the angle. The two swing up, and she's got the answer. She's good for the 3K in this round at least. As she will be running into 2 more, but the shorty just gets the upper hand here from Ness. Oh no, madv also falls, and all of a sudden it's an absolute disaster here for Falcons as they are trying to definitely hold on to this game. The defuse, Eva's got the shots available, but it's Ness once again, and Ness just seems absolutely unstoppable. But she will go down to the snake bite. And that will be the round win that ties it up for Falcons Vega. What is this game, Pilski?
Ness 3 kills again. That's massive from Sandra though. Entry killjoy. Just charges straight through the Viper wall. She goes, yep, I'm on the Sentinel role. But, you know, the duelist playstyle never leaves you. Once a duelist, always a duelist. Just W straight through lower sight.
Let's go.
After playing Reina on bind last game and gets a massive 3K to continue to fight for this series win for Falcons. Smurfette, it's again 3rd attack round in a row. Dash top tube with the wall across mid, but this time it's the pivot back to A. They're trying to cause a bit of a reaction from Falcons Vega. They're trying to make them over-rotate. But look at this massive fight in A main from both teams.
Oh no. Joliinaa though, good for 3. It's massive. Absolutely massive
No
stuff
charges left.
from Joliinaa here on the Viper. Immediately gets that Viper pit online.
Put the pit down. Please, I beg of you.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Oh my goodness, Lush against the world. What can be done? Nothing is the answer. Oh my goodness.
15's up for
Oh.
GX.
Sides.
They want map 5, Joy.
They do. They really want map 5. I'm
I
about
want
ready
map
to
5.
give it to them.
I don't want this series to end. I'm pumped now. It's 7 in the morning. I've been up all night and I've never felt more alive. Let's go.
What a time to be alive if your name is Pilski and you're casting the game changers of the EMEA. Oh goodness, yeah. 14 to 15. What a map is Icebox.
Yep. Into another attack round for Falcons here though. Once again, B long control. Dart plus Dizzy. Joliinaa gonna readjust her orb. Try to deny that plant. Look at the nano swarm positioning there from Miyori. If that doesn't say I'm traumatized by this snowman wrap every single time, I don't know what does.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like the reactive play so here from Giant. They're more and more prepared from the calls that are coming out from Falcons as well. And we do see Falcons already committing to using the drone here. Trying to find any extra information on that B side. We do see some sprays being traded back and forth, but
Yep.
no kills just yet.
Baiting out the U-tilt to try to stop that plant. Falcons, after putting that pressure on the B side, pulling the rotation back across, pivoting back to A. Smurfette, can she diminish the numbers before they get rolling into this A side? The peak from the top side. It's messy from Sandra, but she gets it done. Another opening advantage from her on the killjoy.
Yeah, and it's been absolutely impactful. I mean, taking out the most impactful player in the tournament is just one way to try and tie this one back up and claw your way to victory. Now Toki might have a very clutch angle here as we do see Joliinaa pressing up as Toki will find one.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, Falcons just putting the nail in the coffin there. Andalusia flawless to tie this up once more, 15-15.
Overtime.
One hell of an overtime.
Yeah, the opening kill from Sandra there. Once again, and Toki stepping into this space. Her and madv fighting for site control. Great nano from Sandra to get them off the spike as well and stop that retake flood with the Sage Wall. We go again, Joy.
We go
It
again
don't
indeed,
stop.
Pilski. The train
What is
doesn't
this? This
stop.
is the fourth overtime in as many maps.
It actually is. It's a little bit crazy, but hey, it makes for a very entertaining Valorant as we do see the tube walk coming out this time against from the Falcons. So it's a bit of a...
There's the tube walk again. That turret just caught hands. There's the dizzy as well from madv, trying to punish anyone who's, you know, following up on that. Cloud burst to get them all out. All's well that ends well. Nothing happened in middle. Falcons just clearing that and then settling the rotations. In the meanwhile, though, GIANTX in a 1-4, just leaving Miyori outside of A. There's the drone on through. Going to try to kick off some kind of B site hit.
Here.
Luge just denying the plant.
Oh, Sarah though will be spotting her out, shuts her down. So far still good. It looks like Giants, they just wanted to cause a little bit of, you know, mayhem around that B side, and in the midst of that they want to pivot back towards A by the looks of it.
Yeah. I like this from Giants, and I mean, it's something they've been doing well in general. Player advantage, just keeping things simple. 30 seconds on the clock here, though. This could go horribly wrong. Falcons has already rotated over onto this A side. They're going to try to scale in behind this drone. Toki swinging with the drone. There's the wall up and the plant from Sarah. Dizzy up over the top. They're really trying to fight for this one, Joy.
Yeah, but it's already Ness who's taking names here. Sandra down, madv down. Eva has been the queen of clutches here. But Toki is the one who goes out first and finds Ness, and that's actually a very important kill to pick up. Spike has been planted. Can't start to defuse just yet.
4 or 2.
Oh
What
my
do you
god,
do?
Toki
Toki's
finds
found
another.
one.
Oh, nice cloud burst just to try and deny it here. But up top is Joliinaa who finds Toki, shuts her down. The defuse has to come through now anytime, but there's just no way that Eva's gonna try to find and connect this. They're running out of time. They're juggling the guns. They know it's done.
Eva's joined the circus. Best juggling act I've seen since I was a little kid and I went to see Cirque du Soleil, although that was more acrobatics if I remember correctly. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. I apologize to everyone who was offended, but
Cirque du
GIANTX.
Soleil, but yeah, great job.
Yep. Thanks. GIANTX, unapologetic. They're going to take themselves another attack round. I can always count on you, Joy. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, for what
Educating
exactly?
me.
Correcting your French, or...
Is it French? We
yeah,
don't have time
Cirque
to
du
talk
Soleil.
about this, Joy.
We don't have time to talk about this. We're casting
Give me
again. We'll talk about
Give
this
me another round. We go
Alright,
again.
another round.
Darting
Yeah,
the
back
Dizzy
to
over
me.
the top. madv's got 2 off the thrash with the orb control. He's going to pick that Dizzy up. GX respecting this B long control. Once again, it's a 1-4 for Falcons.
Yeah,
Deploying drone.
but it's kind of becoming a bit of a standard protocol here for Falcons, so taking their time this time to just try and keep Giants on their tail.
Waiting for the right timing. There's again the nano to deny that wrap into Snowman, which is not something Falcons have seen yet. This could work. If they put the wall up and try to fight Snowman, they could be in for a rude awakening. Would love to see this reactive nano work. madv spotted over on this B site. 3 players to contest here for GX. Oh, it's going to work.
Oh, Dizzy does find some damage. Toki though to pick up first blood, and it's Ness to go. Toki will fall in return, and so will madv. It's looking like an absolute disaster here for Falcons, 3 men standing here still for GIANTX as they are not able to still stick that spike here.
One enemy.
Oh,
remaining.
Now the double swing
Sandra.
out. Oh
They've
no,
done it.
there is no